Hello and welcome to ADTU Unplugged, a podcast series where conversations go beyond classrooms. I'm your host Neha, and in today's episode, we are going to have a refreshing and much needed perspective on the topic humanities that go way beyond in today's tech driven world. And to talk about it, we have with us our guest, Dr. Atul Patil. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Dr. Atul Patil is the director at School of Humanities and School of Holistic Development. So, sir, to begin with, could you please share that what lead you towards the School of Humanities?
Yes, let me at the outset thank you for this wonderful opportunity and the efforts put in for this podcast series. To answer to your question, what led me towards the School of Humanities is the passion and also the DNA of our university. Because if you look at the name of our university, it's MIT Art, Design and Technology. So art receiving the first place talks much about the vision of our management, and that is how arts play very crucial role. And therefore when I joined this school, I didn't want to just work as an administrator, but to lead a movement where we see that humanities, unlike other colleges and universities or places where it is just like an old museum, here we give much importance to arts and we make it multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary. And where at humanities we also have students who are Shakespeare enthusiasts, as well as they also know the side of the technology, be it spreadsheet of artificial intelligence.
Right. Thank you so much, sir. And could you also tell our viewers that why studying humanities in this rapid tech-driven world is important and significant?
Yes, technology has drastically influenced the way we live, the way we think, and education is no exception. Because things have drastically changed in the field of education, where earlier content used to be the king, but today content is no longer the king. So as teachers, we have to go beyond the content. For example, we have to think of pedagogy, and we also need to think of technology. And in today's AI driven world, we cannot ignore the artificial intelligence and the influence that it has not only in other fields but also in the field of education. And like Steve Jobs once said, that technology alone is not enough. Technology must be married with liberal studies, liberal arts and humanities, and that is how our hearts will start singing. So with this, no matter what rapid development happens in the field of technology, the role that humans have to play is going to be there. So I would say that technology cannot replace human beings, but we have to embrace technology. We have to have this as a co-pilot rather than ignoring it. So at the School of Humanities, we not only incorporate technology in teaching, what we call teachnology. We teach with technology, and we also ensure that students know the history of language and literature. At the same time, they also embrace AI, and that is how that blend happens through this multidisciplinary approach.
Well, very well put, sir. So, could you please also share that how this humanities, while graduating the students from School of Humanities, would be going for the unique opportunities, especially in the fields like media, policy, and so on and so forth?
True, that's a very pertinent question, because parents first think of these outputs, outcomes that their students will have, their children will have. And gone are the days where humanities would be a field where students would get opportunities only to become teachers. But today we have many other options as well, and you see students from humanities actively contributing in a variety of fields in the market, be it mass media, communication. They can become translators, they can become editors, proofreaders, and the list goes on. Even when you talk about policy, you see students from humanities there. So wherever human beings are needed, you will always find students from humanities having their careers, and not only in the field of university or academics, but also in corporate. Every corporate organization needs communication specialist. So that is how students from humanities have multiple opportunities available in the market. The only skills that we need to imbibe in them are the 21st century skills, and especially soft skills, which are, to be frank with you, very hardest to achieve.
Yeah.
So these soft skills and the 21st century skills help them prepare for multiple such opportunities where we see multidisciplinary nature of every work. For example, even to build one bridge, you don't only need engineers. You need students from multiple disciplines, including students from humanities, who can make that difference.
Well, I think what you have just suggested that shows that the uniqueness of the program itself. And since you already mentioned in one of your answers that you also are integrating AI, so could you also share or elaborate on this factor that how AI integration is into the curriculum of humanities?
Very true. As I said, we definitely embrace AI. So we look at artificial intelligence platforms or tools from three perspectives. One is learning. So we encourage our learners to use various AI platforms to learn in a much better way. So whether it is various mobile apps that we have based on the artificial intelligence like Duolingo, or even ChatGPT, Perplexity, or Claude, which is now becoming very famous. So for learning, we have these platforms. For teaching, also we incorporate various AI tools. And the third one is assessment. So even for assessment, and not only from academic point of view, but also from administrative point of view. Like we use a very effective tool called ClickUp to monitor and assign tasks, even among our administrative staff. So that is how at School of Humanities we embrace AI. We also have specific courses designed which deal with the combination of artificial intelligence with humanities, because if technology provides hardware, I think hardware, which is very important, is provided by humanities.
All right, thank you very much, sir. And how is the research culture at School of Humanities?
Yes, you will be very glad to know that at School of Humanities, we provide students with a ready-made platform to pursue their research, skills. So we have around 29 PhD scholars at the School of Humanities, and they are also working on many multidisciplinary topics, be it English language or English literature, and even AI, machine learning, and that is how we are trying to bring all these disciplines together on one platform through the School of Humanities.
Well, so I think School of Humanities in this, as I mentioned, in the tech-driven world, is not somewhere beyond, but it is above and beyond.
True.
So, sir, how this School of Humanities curriculum sets apart from other humanities curriculum which are there in the market?
Yes, what makes the School of Humanities very unique is that we have the curriculum which is now NEP compliant. We revised our curriculum based on the National Education Policy guidelines in 2023. Then we also have some unique courses, like we have Swami Vivekananda Chair established at the School of Humanities. We also have Cambridge Center. So through the Cambridge Center, we conduct Cambridge English examinations. So we offer BA Honors in English as a UG course, and even our PG course is very unique because we deal with English language and literature teaching. So that is PG, that is MA in English, but the specialization is English language and literature teaching. Additionally, as you know, we have School of Holistic Development and School of Corporate Innovation and Leadership at our university. So through these two schools, we also have unique courses which are mandatory for the students from the School of Humanities. So we take care of all these multiple aspects, making the curriculum very rich in content as well as its delivery, so that we ensure that students, even 20 years down the line, whatever skill sets that they learn today, they find them useful tomorrow, even 20 years down the line. So that is our approach, because with the rapid development happening in the field of technology and especially AI, we as teachers really need to think of the future, because we might be teaching something which might become probably outdated tomorrow, and that is why we need to think of future roles that these students are going to play. And I see a good future for students from humanities, because human will play very crucial role in the coming days where everything will be AI driven.
Fantastic, sir. So that's some food for thought for our audience. And I would like to understand finally that what type of mindset and what type of skills must a student possess before getting into this course, and how they are going to lead further before becoming a future driven
Yes,
prospect.
many people think that now AI is wiping out such disciplines, but I don't second that opinion, because I still feel that the role as humans that we play, no technology can replace them. So, any student having passion for creative writing, technical writing, language, and literature can become our student at the School of Humanities. And although AI has many such platforms where even AI can compose a poem, for example, or can write an essay, but we now have to focus on prompt engineering, and that is where the role of language teachers, language students becomes very crucial. Be it neuro-linguistic programming, be it large language modules that we talk about in the field of AI, or even agentic AI or various types of AI that we see in deep learning, machine learning. So I think students having a flair of all these aspects can certainly come to School of Humanities. We have a very simple selection procedure. We ask them to write an SOP which has to be written by themselves, not with the help of any AI tool, and we also conduct an online virtual interview. So these are the parameters for anyone to get into the School of Humanities and witness this blend of art with design, design with technology, and technology with humanities, and many other disciplines that we have at our university under the able leadership of our Honorable Pro Chancellor, Professor Dr. Mangesh Karad sir, under the able vision of our founding father, Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karad sir.
Well, that's a perfectly splendid way of putting the question. And thank you very much, sir, for being with us here today. And
Thank
to
you.
all our viewers who are trying to graduate in the field of humanities, please try and understand that today humanities is not just about a curriculum, it is a blend of technology as well. And this course is not going to only build your career, but it is going to build your career for a lifetime. So thank you very much, sir, for being
Thank
with
you.
us here today. So, with this, we close today's episode at ADTU Unplugged podcast series, and we will be here with more such meaningful conversations. Thank you very much.